My goal is to prove that you can ride the entire world by motorcycle, taking on each country leg by leg, aiming to store my bike in different locations while needing to fly home, work a full-time job, and of course look after my amazing family. This is my dream, this is my goal, this is my adventure, so let's go. Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is day 5 of leg 4 riding the world by motorcycle, and to be honest, it's one of those days where it's a little bit sort of sad but also really exciting. Let me explain why.
This adventure is supported by Ashworth Automotive in Weston-super-Mare, the #1 garage keeping you and Helmet Head on the road.
Well, this will be the moment today where I've actually driven all the way from the north of Portugal all the way down to the south. And it's a big achievement because it's another country I've pretty much covered. I did loads in the north on the previous series, but I've literally gone the length of the country again. And to think that I'm going to get to the sea on the south side in the Algarves of Portugal, do you know what I mean? It's proper cool. I made it already this far on my Honda Monkey bike Ashworth, and it's doing me proud. There's a few things I need to get sorted and stuff like that, but that brings me to the sort of the sad part, because this is where I have to leave the bike again, and I'm really lucky to have had it organised by the President of Portugal for my bike to be stored at a Honda dealer. That means that I can get a new tyre fitted. I could probably get the chain properly cleaned and lubricated, if not replaced if I had to, plus any other things that need doing, like an oil change, just to make sure it's 100% in tip-top condition. Obviously I've got to pay for it, so I really just want the tyre doing and some oil and an oil change, and that's it, because I can't afford to pay the rest. But anyway, none of that matters. And then it will stay there for 2 months. 2 months my bike is going to sit in that Honda dealership. 2 months without me riding Ashworth on this world trip is the longest I would have left the bike so far. And it's kind of, I'm nervous for leaving it for so long. It's in a Honda garage, but I know I miss it as soon as I get home. There's something about me and this bike now that have this connection that I don't want to leave it, but I've got to. So I'll deal with that then. What I'm going to concentrate on today is riding all the way and touching the sea. So I've done the north to the south in true Helmet Head 11 out of 10. So let's get on the road. Well, Ashworth is ready. Oil's perfectly fine on it. The chain actually looks better than it did when I picked it up. And I don't know if it's because we've gone through so much water. It still needs a clean, but it's just well gunked up in regards to lube. So she's all going through just perfectly fine. But fantastic. Fantastic. The one thing I have noticed is my rack is just touching my indicators. So I might have to try and figure out something to do with even less weight in there. I don't know, reorganise on the next leg so it's got less in it, but it might not move any further, but because of the real heat that we're in, because today's 30 degrees. There we go, Ashworth. Beautiful thing. Because it's 30 degrees today, I'm feeling it. I must be feeling it with the weight in it on the rack, I'm guessing. Anyway, Ashworth, me, you, let's ride the last length of Portugal. Now the N2 route that we've been following this entire time, there is literally 60 sort of ish kilometres by looks of it left, and then we're actually in Faro, and it goes to roundabout with a number on, so we might visit that, but probably not, to be honest, because I want to get to the sea. I want to go a little bit further and get to a beach where I can actually get to the sea. Let me just pull in here and show you on the map exactly where we're at. Just here. So this is where we're staying at. But it won't come with any names now, will it? So we're right on the N2 anyway. I'll show you the distance that we're travelling. Obviously 80 kilometres down. We're going to take this nice route here. I don't think that's going to be quite quick, to be fair. And straight down to Algarve, and where I'm going to touch the sea. So I've been to the north when we were right in Spain. I touched the sea up there and that coastline, and now I'm coming down, I'm touching the sea south, and obviously we've entered Portugal from the north as well. So I've literally ridden through the whole length of Portugal and all over it. What's a nice feeling, and that's I don't think I can do that every country, don't get me wrong, but so far I've ridden the length of France and then the length of north to south from Spain to the Algarves. Right, all we got to do now is get going, hack some miles, probably stop for a cold iced drink. It's beautiful. Here we are, Algarve. Anyway, it's beautiful. It's lovely. Final day Ashworth. I'm not going to get miserable, at least not yet. I'm going to enjoy every second. And remember, it's only about 8 weeks and I'm back again. That's not too long, it'll be fine. Right, let's toodle pip. Let's get some miles done.
I really wanted to get it right, trying to find some balance in my life. I never really put up a fight, and now I'm losing sleep. What if I lost touch? What if I'll never get it right? I try to follow my heart, but I lost it somehow.
Well, we've just pulled into a petrol station, actually to let a truck go by that was right up Paul's rear end because he couldn't overtake. So we pulled in. There's a massive like derelict shop and all sorts of this kind of petrol service station, a small shop. But Paul goes to me, I could do us a favour, grab us some fags. So I grabbed us some ice cream and I thought I grabbed him a packet of fags, but he's ended up with this. So are you happy with the packet of fags I bought you?
It's a mini.
What is it?
It says it's tobacco products, so it's not condoms. That's a bonus.
I wish it was. It would
We've got no use for them.
even more funny.
It would be funny. 50 something. 50. There's 50 of something in there. Might be 50 grams of baccy.
50 grams of baccy, I reckon.
No papers, no filters, and I can't roll for that stuff.
Come on, open it up.
I'm opening.
No, it's
it's
asleep.
got a top. Oh, is it?
That's posh. What is it?
It is. Yeah. No, no, it's mini.
Mini cigarettes.
Is it mini? Or is it just filters?
It's just filters. It's 50 filters, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? You bought me 50 filters.
Don't ever say I don't ever give you anything nice. Well, I think.
No, they're little mini smoke. No, they're just filters.
No, they're
big
smokes.
Filters. Are they smokes?
Yeah, look, turn it around. There's back in your end.
No, it isn't. It's both.
Well, let's just say you're very welcome.
Thank you very much.
Live your life within the moment, and don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over.
Well, we've made it all the way to Algarve. That's probably wrong yet again, but basically this is the moment where I've ridden the monkey bike to the end of Portugal, right to the end, all the way across, right to the end. So let's make this an awesome moment, because I had to do it, didn't I? I have to go and touch that sea, and it has to be special. I feel special, you feel special, let's be special together.
Oh baby, I love your madness. It's so incredibly beautiful. Oh, you shine like gold, so selfless to all, and wild like an animal. Some would say I'm insane in the right in a way, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know, and give me your freedom. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium.
Well, with that moment, that amazing moment done, I can see a restaurant. It's time for a non-alcoholic beer. Well, here we go. This is it. The final push. Awesome dude here, just subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Awesome dude. So, right, this is it. 37 kilometres is all we got to do. It says 42, but let's just say an hour because I'm going to have to stop for a wee. I just enjoyed a very much nice non-alcoholic beer staring at that beautiful beach. And I am extremely relaxed, extremely chilled. But now, like I was saying to Paul when we sat there enjoying the non-alcoholic beer, like I don't want to stop. I want to stay here for the rest of the day and get a hotel. Because I know this is the moment that Ashworth goes back into storage. And I don't want to stop. I really don't want to stop, but I have to, because I've got to go back. I've got to spend that time with my family. I've got to earn the money for the next awesome leg. So, ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, let's get Ashworth to the Honda dealer at Faro and let's say goodbye again. Well, we are literally 1.9 kilometres away from the Honda dealer where my bike's being stored. Now this has all been organised by the president. I haven't spoke to anybody in regards at the Honda garage to know if everything's okay. I got pinged my bike to reach out to the president because he's extremely busy. They came back saying it's all sorted and I don't have to worry. So basically that's what's about to happen. I'm about to rock up and hope it's all sorted. So what can go wrong, as always, eh? What can go wrong? Wouldn't be 11 out of 10 if we get there and I have no idea who I am and what I'm doing, and then that's just the end of that and I'm like, uh-oh. So there's no slight panic in this whatsoever because it always works out as it always does. I can't take my helmet, air. So shall we take Ashworth to Honda? Now it's super noisy because we're right next to a main road. We've just turned up at Soul Moto Honda in Faro and they didn't know I was coming. So my understanding of it is that they know that I was coming, they're expecting me, but they don't. They didn't know I was coming at all. Well, the guy here, I'm guessing he's the manager, speaks fluent English, and he's like, it's not a problem at all, we'll store your bike. I said I need a tyre, I needed a good service and a check over, and he was like, no problem, all sorted, when you're coming home, he's written it all down, so I'm fine, I'm good. But my bum was twitching, but I wasn't going to get a place to store the bike. But it's being stored, it's done, it's sorted. Ashworth is going to get wheeled in now, and that's the end of that. That's the end of this leg, really, in regards to riding Ashworth. Whew, I generally thought for a minute and I had nowhere to store the bike. So, I know with miscommunication, but Honda, garage here in Faro, they're looking after me. They even said they'd even have a take a look at one of my heated grips that isn't working, so it's all good. It always works out in the end, doesn't it? You couldn't write it.
Have to be your biggest fan, and when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says I just have to follow that, because you don't know who you're going to meet, who you're going to meet, who you're going to meet, because you don't know who you're going to meet, who you're going to meet.
Well, what an adventure this has been. What a leg. And just from the beginning we rode through rain, mountains, unbelievable drone footage, then obviously finishing it here today on the beach with Ashworth, making it all that way. Obviously the Honda garage, that my bum was twitching so much because they didn't know I was coming and I expected them to know, but it was all fine, it was all good. But you know, when you sit there going like, oh no, this is all going to go wrong. But as always, it always works. I'm getting everything sorted. I even noticed that one of the rear brake hoses, the bracket that goes on it was actually the nuts come off of that. So they're going to sort that out for me as well. They're going to give it a service and they're going to put the rear tyre on. So when I get back, Ashworth should be back in tip-top condition and ready to go to Gibraltar, obviously the long way round, because that's the plan. Gibraltar, the long way round coming up next. Now a massive thank you to Paul sitting over there, absolute awesome dude, coming with me and holding my hand throughout this entire adventure. We're actually having to share a room, what's really weird tonight because I don't normally do that, but we're going to share a room because I actually have to be out of here for about 3 AM in the morning to catch my flight. So I'm going to go enjoy that beer and I'm going to just chill out, and I can't wait to start the next leg. It should get more and more interesting. What else can happen, eh? Who knows? Anyway, again, thank you for watching, thank you for following me, and thank you for being part of my adventure. I will see you in the next crazy helmet head adventure. Bye bye for now.